What's going on, everyone? Eric here from the Goose Helmet Shops giving you this week's fishing report. To start things off, freshwater is still on fire. The trout are starting to move a little deeper with this warmer weather, but the bass fishing is off the hook. Both small and largemouth are getting really active, even in these warmer temperatures. Focus in the mornings and at night. You know, they're going to be a little skittish during the bright sunny days, but definitely put your time in, and if you can brave the bugs at night, you can be rewarded with some great bass fishing. Moving on over to saltwater then, the bay is starting to get some smaller fish, but we're still having some good success. Chris has been out there a lot, captain of the 2020 at Hindsight Sport Fishing. They've been picking up some good fish. How have you been doing it?
Doing pretty good. Had to break out the wire a few days. These fish are starting to move a little bit deeper, especially with these warmer temps and the warmer water temps that we have coming up here over the next week especially. But lead core, anything to get really down, even try the mojos. A lot of smaller fish too. You know, we're seeing a lot of 25 to 27 inch fish. That year class is pretty good. I mean, you know, we want to be releasing those fish safely and whatnot. We want some fish for the future, so you know, take care of them when you're letting them go. But plenty of fish around. I mean, there's been quite a few fish. Got to pick through the small ones to get to the bigger ones, but they're definitely around. I mean, bluefish just started to show up as well. Hoochies, any metal, you can see them. I guess they've been on some pogies as well. Some pogie schools have been around, and the bluefish were crashing through those. So
good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to show up. The summertime fishing is starting to roll here.
Yeah, kind of experiencing the same thing from the shore front. People surf casting around either the bayside beaches or out off the backside. Mostly smaller fish, 26, 30 inches, but numerous. They're definitely getting a lot of action. Moving on over to the canal. It's been spotty, hit or miss. The most consistent action has been the nighttime bite, you know, people jigging down deep. But who knows when that next move of bait and fish are gonna go in there and just erupt. So then moving on over to the backside of the Cape and off of P-Town and Chatham, there are definitely fish showing up there. We got a lot of bait up off of P-Town. We're getting some pogies, a lot of mackerel. Sand eels are starting to show up. So then down around the backside and Monomoy, that area is still loaded with squid. So fish are coming up on them. Erupting topwater bites have been good, but when they haven't been on topwater, dropping back any of your larger soft plastics, hoochies, squid flies, anything like that down deep into the rip have been producing fish. Then moving on over to offshore, the tuna fishing has been amazing. A lot of people have been getting tons of bluefin all around the Cape, from anywhere up in Stellwagen, out east. There hasn't been one consistent spot, unfortunately. They've kind of been scattered around anywhere from, you know, east of Chatham, the BB buoy, the BC buoy, moving on up all the way to, you know, off the golf ball, Stellwagen. So unfortunately, there hasn't been one spot that you can hone in on, but people have been finding fish, either drifting max, you know, chunking bait, or you know, looking around for some topwater stuff. People have been catching stuff on topwater. And then moving on even further south to the real offshore grounds, the canyon fishing has been lit up. A lot of temperature breaks have been moving on north into those canyons. We just came back from hydrographer the other day, and we found a lot of good temp breaks with a lot of yellowfin, some marlin even moving up in there, and a lot of big eye too. So that bite has been on fire. You definitely got to get down there if the weather allows and try to get some meat in the boat. So that kind of wraps it up for the Cape fishing around here. It's going to be a beautiful weekend coming up, so definitely get out on the water, and we'll see you out there.